So we want to tack the lining, right, to the self. Okay. Remember that we pressed both of our seam at the waistline towards the hemline, right? So we're going to hold it. Okay. This is why it's important for you to match your seams, because if you don't match it and you match it at the bottom, your lining is going to be twisted, right? So it's important for you to match your seam at the top and at the bottom. Now, let's say you finished and the seam is a little bit off, right? You check at the top and you realize it's 1/8 off. Make sure that you repeat that at the bottom too, okay? Whatever that's happening at the top, make sure it's happening at the bottom, okay? If it's a 1/4 inch off, move it a 1/4 inch off at the waistline too, okay? Okay, so double check. Okay, this is matching. So now I can match that at the hem, at the waist. Okay. Okay. So a little trick. Right now, the lining and the self is the same measurement, right? Okay. Linings do shrink a lot, right? When you dry clean this, the chances of it shrinking is high. So whenever you're cutting lining, you always make sure that your lining is way bigger than yourself, right? This is the same because we use the same pattern to cut it, right? So if it's the same, you want to put a little bit of fullness into the lining, right? So instead of matching the edge to edge, you move it up about 1/8, because when you move it up, you're adding fullness, right? So even if it shrinks, it will shrink back to normal, right? Okay, so I match the seam, I move it up a bit, about 1/8, and I pin, right? This way, it creates a little bit of fullness in the lining. Okay?
So can I see which one that you moved up?
The lining seam.
So lining's
so
higher.
So the lining is higher.
Okay.
The lining edge is about 1/8 higher than the self,
Okay.
right? Because you want the fullness in the lining. Okay, so when you're drafting it, you have to add 1/8, 1/8, 1/8 all around so that it's bigger, right? But we cut this out of the same pattern, right? So it means that we need to accommodate that shrinkage, right? So I move it up 1/8, okay, and I pin. Same thing on all the seams, right? I'm matching it, double check to make sure that it's matching. Okay, if it's off by 16, make sure you repeat the same thing at the hem, okay? At the waistline. Okay, and then I push it up about 1/8. So I'm matching all my seams and I'm moving my lining up 1/8. Okay, just give it a little bit of fullness. Okay.